Alright, let's take a look at what we got today. Yeah, weekly liquidity down at 671. Kind of interested in us tapping into that. Coming back down to equal lows. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we're down a lot. Oh, okay. 671. So that's the liquidity there. Weekly liquidity at 671, and then we have like the support zone here. Yeah, we're at the lower end of the range here. This looks like it's actually gonna break down, I'm not gonna lie. With this minus 2%, yeah, it kind of looks like we want to actually lose this structure here. So with that being said, I might have a bias for downside. Down to the 660s on SPY. 660, 671 on SPY. Downside target, and then if you could recapture above, I guess 680. Break back above 680 would allow me to look for more upside again, but it's kind of a tough spot here. But not really, we're actually breaking structure, it's not really tough. So if we're able to capture this move here or not.
I think also we might get a reversal around 24,391 if we don't flush that level, or we might form like a double bottom on that.
From the
And
equal lows, from the
yeah,
H setup, yeah. So that's gonna probably
yeah,
be our breakdown level. If we actually get below that, that'll probably initiate our break lower.
exactly.
Probably like probably deep as well. It should be really deep. 94.
Yeah, yeah, daily looks so bearish.
Yeah, and especially where we're gonna be opening up as well. Weekly liquidity there. We have more areas of daily liquidity here. Yeah, we're opening up really low here. So if we open up at, 595, it's technically breaking structure. We have liquidity at 593, and then another area of liquidity at 580 for deeper downside targets. So that should be quite interesting.
Yeah, if we form a double bottom there at that low,
Mm.
uh, my target will be 24,652.50 as the first one. I'm just targeting from that equal low to that neckline,
Yep.
and from there to 24,760 if we get a buy on that level. If not, then I think if we flush from there, I think we flush hard.
Yeah. We have a lot of room below us if we lose this area, so it's gonna be pretty important to actually see if we hold here or not. Let's take a look at other tickers, see how they're looking. Yeah, Apple lost structure here a bit. 262, so that means we broke this higher low trend line. Right, 262.5. No, we're actually still kind of holding. No, we lost the trend line, but we're still kind of holding the previous day's close. At least for now, anyways. But we should have room down to 256, actually. That'll probably be my downside target, is 256.
56.
On Apple there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. 256. And then I guess... Yeah. And then the 4 hour. I guess it's still kind of holding structure. We have this imbalance on the 4 hour that we're actually still holding inside of right now. It's actually holding up pretty well, actually.
Yeah, the 4 hour.
Yeah, we're holding that imbalance really nicely from the wicks and the closes. Even from yesterday, we had a nice pop up, and then this move kind of just got sold. I guess you could argue it's kind of like an H setup, maybe. Yeah, you could say so. I would say so.
Yeah.
Yesterday got bought, and then we sold. Maybe it looks better on like the hourly. Yeah, it kind of does. Looks a little bit better on the hourly. See Microsoft gap down to 390, down well, actually quite a lot, down $8. Back in the lows. Still holding inside the GP, but it doesn't look great. We might be able to pull like 378. 370s if you want to see downside below 389.
370. Yep. I see that.
Yeah, 377. 377. That'll probably
Is
be my
that
first target.
on the week area, right? 370.
Right over here on the daily.
Oh yeah.
Just look left a little bit. You should be able to see
Mhm.
it. That's where I'm looking. So it's slightly below that low we already put in. But we kind of rejected this 400 area. I don't even think we got the 400. Oh no, we did. No, we got the 400. Yeah, we rejected it, gap down again. So I guess we're still technically in a lower high right now. But yeah, below 390. Break below there, we'll probably look to target this low again, and then first target below that would be 377. And then upside target, we'd actually have to hold immediately off of the open, right at 390, I'd say. Unless we get some type of like fake out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly at 390. Yep. Yeah, I see that.
Looks quite bad though. Not even on a 5 minute. Popped up, sold, each setup there is. It's kind of the same across the board, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't really look great. Google sold quite a bit. from 306. Yeah, 306 close down to 296, 297 right now. This Head and Shoulders looks really nice. I'll say that. On the daily. We're kind of setting up in one. I guess it's kind of there on the weekly. Maybe not as good looking, but I think on the daily it looks a little bit better. And we are going to be, if we open at 396, oh, we're going to be right at liquidity here. So this is going to be actually the breakdown level. From the daily also. Yeah. Gonna mark that down as daily liquidity at 296. Which is where we're opening up. We're gonna tag that area of liquidity at the open, most likely. And then, yeah, below here, we should have room straight down to 285. So a lot of downside potential here. And then, yeah, I guess I would look back long above 300. At least for me. Above 300, I'd look back long. Otherwise, we're kind of losing structure here if we open this low. If you look at the 4 hour, it actually also looks like an H setup here. 4 hour H broke down. We sold pretty heavy once we actually crossed below that 300. We got some aggressive selling that came in. Technically already ran that liquidity, and then, yeah, just, it doesn't look great. But I could see us possibly retesting 300. We could retest 300. If we actually get above there, I'd look long, but that could just be a retest to pull lower, I think. Yeah, we have same structure across the board here. Gonna be opening at 177 here on Nvidia. Yeah, not great. Okay, yeah, not great at all. So Nvidia, we tried to recapture after getting that breakout candle for the downside yesterday, right? We got quite a bit of buying that came in and actually recaptured back inside, but now we're gonna open back up below structure again. So initiating another breakout for the downside on the daily. Well, I still have targets of this daily liquidity at 169. But because of this gap down, this Head and Shoulders is actually still intact, and it could actually see a break. It's actually quite nice. Quite nice, actually. Okay, yeah. So overall, it doesn't look great. I'll say that. Guess we could look at Meta as well. Let's look at Meta and AVGO as well. Ooh, Meta has a beautiful flag. Wow. This doesn't look great either. Oh no, it already broke down technically. Oh no, we're at the lower end of the range. Alright, we have a beautiful daily flag here on Meta. Kind of setting up in. We're going to be opening up at the lower end of the trend line here, or lower end of the flag. We have a small gap to fill on the daily, down to 618, which actually seems like a lot, but it's not a lot in terms of percentage. It's kind of a lot in terms of dollar, but Yeah, 618 would be downside target to fill the gap, I guess, on meta. Yeah, and 4 hours sitting right at support here. Let's see if that gets lost today or not. And then let's look at AVGO. They have earnings coming up, actually. Oh wait, tomorrow they have earnings. That may or may not move us, depending on what those earnings are. VGO did fill the gap here, I believe. Yeah, it filled the gap on the daily. It's holding at still a pretty decent area of support here, but I kind of want us a little bit lower. We've been holding the gap pretty well, but I think kind of better support sits at like maybe 300, I guess. Yeah, 300 to like 292. I think looks a little bit better to me. Control the zone down there. Something like that, yeah. That looks kind of good.
Are those demand zones you're drawing?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, this was the gap that we had left over to fill from the last time I drew it. It's a pretty nice level that we've been holding overall. Yeah, it's not a bad level, I'd say, but I kind of prefer it to pull down a little bit lower first.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been holding this gap pretty well, though. Look on the 4 hour. 4 hour doesn't look great, I'd say. Lower low, lower high. Kind of flagging, right? And if we draw this flagpole, right? Draw the flagpole from body to body, duplicate it. It should take us straight down to the target of that zone there, 300. And then we maybe get like some type of wick below that structure, something like that, right? So it looks kind of good for a bit lower if we actually want to sell this. CVX I think should be up again though, I'll say. Oil gapped up here. Oh, it didn't actually. It's not up that much. Not as much as I thought. I know CL gapped up pretty hard. Yeah. 77. Natural gas. 3.16. Alright, cool. I think that's it. Should be everything for today. Take a look at NQ, I guess. Down 2.1% today. I might bump stop loss up to 45 points possibly today instead of 40. So I will compensate with size there as well. Just as a heads up so you guys know, but kind of want to get a fourth monitor, not gonna lie, for my setup.
What would you put on it?
I kind of want to put like times and sales on it, and like some type of like news, like maybe like X feed. That way I could get the
Okay.
news like immediately. It's kind of like an unnecessary want, but I kind of wanted to get one.
How many are at night right now? Like
I
three,
have
you said,
I have
right?
3, yeah. I mean, I guess I have my laptop, but it's not really the same.
You could try it. Test run.
Play some music. Oh. Mm. Yeah, so overall, I'd say we probably look better for downside. I kind of just want to figure out a possible entry point now. If we were to look short, I'd probably want to say it's probably better to actually just take the breakout. But with this volatility, I'm also not really sure what we should really do. I'd imagine it's going to be pretty high. We don't have any news today, which is good, so we should have a clean day. Let's look at keys again. Figure out possible entry points. We have obviously imbalances sitting above us after this gap down. I guess I'm still watching this trend line on the daily. On how we close. This could still get bought though, that's the only problem. No, we're too low. No, we're too low to have this get bought. This would be a crazy buy up if this did get bought. For this structure to actually hold on the bigger time frame, for QQQ, we probably actually have to close above 600 here, which is quite a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Not impossible though, but that actually could be a possible retest area if we wanted to look short, if we actually got some buying at these lows here after taking out liquidity. Yeah, could probably pull back up here, fill some of the imbalances up to 600, and then continue to flip, or we just sell immediately off the open. I'm kind of leaning towards sell the open immediately, but I guess that'll be our upside possibilities if we wanted to have some targets. We would look for 600 here. All depends on tickers here as well, though. Like I said, overall, on the bigger structure, I don't really like them. I kind of prefer all of them, literally every single one of them, for more downside. But that could change. So we'll see how we are at the open. We are getting a little bit of buying here, though. I think this is a GP here as well. Let's see. Kind of GP, 61.8. Hold so far, flagging on a 5-minute, or kind of breaking upside, so we're invalidating that flag right now. It looks like we're going to open right around VWAP here. I do want to take my time though, off the open today, get a volatility gauge and then determine stops. I might leave it at 40, but might go to 45 as well. 45 point stop. We'll see though. Yeah, I'm surprised CVX is also not up though. Oh, I guess it kind of had a little bit of a pop, but it is higher, I guess, but oil did pop up there. We'll open here in 2 minutes. Anyone have any ideas for today?
I'm gonna just wait and see how this plays out. Structure overall just looks very bearish. I think it's gonna take a bit of convincing for me to see others, but it's not impossible, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
with volatility. I do think we can climb though. I
Yeah, I
think
would like to see at least some pullback before I was maybe looking to sell a bit lower.
I don't know.
Trying to think of possible upside targets though, like I don't know, maybe like 24 600, 40 or 670 is the level I have. A little bit higher up, but like I said, we'll give it time here though. Some buying off the open here makes sense. Gonna tap in a previous low of day here in a second. It's pretty quick already. How many points is that? Almost 100 points. And there's over 100 points. VWAP on NQ here. And then here we have a previous low of day there. Glad we're all in the same boat. Glad we're in the same boat. This is a retest of that previous low on the hourly. Right where we're sitting at now. 24,600. For now, I have everything the same for right now. 10 contracts, 40-point stop. So all that's the same for right now. I haven't changed anything just yet. Apple's selling this. Forget exactly what my breakdown level was for Apple. I think it was below overnight low. Below overnight low, or maybe it was below 260. Below 260 would look for 256. Some tickers rejecting here. Nvidia has liquidity down to 169. That's kind of an area of interest, at least for me. We also have a level at 174, slightly below its current overnight low as well. We've got sold. It's getting a little volatile here. You see how fast the candles are fluctuating a bit. Means they're really trying to fight at this level here. 100 points from the low there. Over 100 points from the low. We're gonna take out new high, looks like. Previous low of day retest again. Getting some buying though here. Spy looks a little bit better, or Q's looks a little bit better, but Spy kind of invalidated that flag here. Let's see how we close. Looks pretty strong though for right now. Wow, that was a crazy candle. Sold down 100 points, got bought back up 100 points. What did I say? 600 retest would be my short area, possibly.
I've never seen like such a wick next to such a candle before.
Yeah. That wick and sell down was insane, and it just got bought
Yeah.
super, super aggressively. $40 points kind of looks like nothing, I'm not gonna lie. At least for now, anyways. Still want to give us a little bit more time.
We might have to move to 70-point stops.
Maybe. That'd be crazy. If we do 70 points, I'm gonna be trading like 2 Nasdaqs. And then you guys will be trading like 1 micro. I don't know. No, that's too wide. Too wide. Can't do that. 50 is a little bit more reasonable, I guess, but even then I still think it's not terrible, but I think you could easily get away with like over 100 points on a day like today if you get the right move and entry, but close below previous low of day there. Previous low of day rejecting for right now. Spy's trying to reject this VWAP even though we closed above. Trying to recapture back below. We'll see though. I feel like some tickers still have a little bit of room here. But I could be wrong. No, Apple's at resistance. Google at resistance. Maybe not. I think I'm actually gonna start preparing some option swings. Few up tap there. Apple rejected that. I think that's leading us down here. Not really seeing weakness yet across all their tickers. SPY doesn't look great though, I'll say that. Filling a 1 minute imbalance here. This looks quite bad. SPY looks really weak here. If we close below view up, I might short this. 5 minute candle close back below view up. We'll short it down to new low of day, I think. Lost view up on the close. So you get an entry for back test. I don't know if we're gonna get an entry or not. I want to take this here, but our stop is gonna be right at view up, which I don't like. Could be our entry right here. Yep. Okay, I'm in short. 67.5. 40 point stop. View up retest there. Wow, that is super tight. I don't like that. We'll see. Oh, it tagged me out already. Well, that's unfortunate. Don't wick me out, please. Do not wick me out. Oh, I hope it did not stop me out. Wow. We've got sold there. Wow, no way it wicks me out and then sells, dude. Kinda wanna take a re-entry.
And actually did take a re-entry at 566. It's just volatile, man.
Yeah. Stop was too tight.
Yeah.
Dude, that's annoying. And I'm gonna get a entry 40 points lower. I think this is gonna go here. Ah, that's so annoying. Oh, what happened, Carlos? I think we're gonna go here. Not gonna get an entry. I see. No, I think our entry was fine. I think our entry was perfect, actually. Retest on VWAP on QQQ. Yeah, possible re-entry here, maybe. Tickers aren't really moving here right now. Spy's also at support, overnight low support, but yeah, that kind of was a possible re-entry opportunity there, but not really convinced. Tickers are trying to hold here still. One-minute flag here if we hold VWAP. Kind of want to take it again. I don't really know where to put my stop though. .40 stops is too tight, guys, I think. I almost want to trade just structure here. Like just have it above the high and then I don't know. I think 40 points is way too tight though. Okay, I'm back in short again. At 529. Stop is gonna be at the highs. 565. Alright, just have it there. We're gonna look for a new low of day here, guys. New low of day. I want us to dump down to this daily liquidity, 593 on QQQ. Alright, first we could target 594.5 and then 593. Already dumping here, guys. 40 points already. I want this to break down pretty deep here. I think we have a lot of room here, possibly. If we actually lose the structure. We do have to break this, though. Five-minute flag looks good. Some tickers are holding here a little bit, but Apple looks kind of bad. Microsoft kind of looks kind of bad. It could retrace a bit. Google's kind of flagging. Doesn't look great. Only one that kind of looks strong is Nvidia, but actual Q structure doesn't look good, I guess. Wow, that volatile. What a candle. Wow, I think that's gonna tag me. Maybe not. Well, there's your guys' fill if you didn't get filled. If this wicks me out, I'll be done for today. I don't think I want to trade this anymore. To be honest. That's good that it sold, though. I mean, if you guys missed entry there, that was your entry opportunity. But still...
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh, you're out already. Nice.
Yeah, I put a limit order exact the same entry as yours,
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, I'm out at what 1350, so I'm good. Because I took profit on the first trade, so I'm
Oh,
up
nice.
like 350 plus on the day.
This looks good for lower. I want to see this continue to get
Oh
sold.
no!
It's fine. It's too volatile though. At least for
Yeah,
me, it's.
wow, that bought like crazy.
I'm kind of feeling the nerves right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Kind of like feeling it. I don't like how
Oh,
quick this is moving.
stop loss was at 68.
Yeah,
Went to
68.
64 and plus. Oh my god.
I just get sold, please. Someone bring out the magnet. Someone bring out the magnet right now.
We need the mag.
If this gets sold, we should have a lot of room lower, guys. Nice pop down. Should get ready to scale some profit, guys. This is already a lot of points. I don't know if you guys did already. That was 50 points though. Trying to be generous with this move. I do want to at least try and hold it based on the volatility. Kind of looking for about like 100 points here. 1 to 2 R. Not seeing the weakness though with tickers just yet anyways. Structurally it doesn't look great with Qs, but I'm not really seeing the weakness from tickers yet. We have to clear this low still, which is my only concern. So I mean, like I said, that 470 is, it's not a bad take profit spot. Like I said, if we do get this breakdown there, it should deliver a lot of points. Yep, there we go. Didn't quite tap my Qs level how I wanted it. That 5-minute candle kind of held there as well. Held to close. Still doesn't look great. Tightening stops might not be bad here. Like 48, I think, could possibly be valid. There we go. We should scale that, guys. Come on. Not get filled on that. I did not get my trim off, by the way. Yeah, mine too. I have a limit order at well, not really 1 point off. I have 57. 57, 56, that 1 minute low there. Basically the same then. Pretty close. I don't really like that buying there. Tickers are holding. As long as we're below view up, the setup is valid though on QQQ. So that's good at least. I want to see this lower high continue to hold though on QQQ. Have this lower high continue to hold, get sold down on the retest there, and I want us to break down below 595 on QQQ. Below 595 on QQQ would allow us for a break for downside. No, it's going the wrong way. Turn back around. Okay. All we need is just tickers to sell here. Come on, we need a leader here. Google a breakdown. Lose view up. We're stalling too much at this low. Not really a fan of. Yeah, I removed my limit order for my take profit. Because if this actually sells here, we should have a pretty quick move down. But looks like we're getting some buying. As long as we're below view up, we're good. Lower high, come on. Don't like that buying. Remove the stop loss is crazy. You could do that. You could do that on this volatile day. If you're gonna wake up from a nap and be up or down like 500 points. Lower high is still being respected though, which is good, I guess, for us. But once again, still not really seeing the immense selling pressure just yet. But structure is still being respected. So mad we got wicked though earlier. Not gonna lie. I think we actually would have been out of this position. Maybe out half or out most, and then no, we would have been out most. 100 points. We would have been up 100 points. Stop loss at break even. We would have been happy. Would have been happy campers. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it as well. Might need to step away from desk, but once I step away from desk, we're gonna dump, and I'm gonna miss my trim. No, I did not get my trim off. No, I had a limit at. I was looking for like 57, 55, 57 or so. One second. Let me let out my dog. Be back. Alright, I'm back. We are stuck in range. We have a nice 1-minute flag, I'll say that. Kind of setting up here. On NQ. I could actually lose this flag. Kind of how we're doing right now. Take a look at this 1-minute flag. Levels are being respected, which is good. Right. Samir, you're done for the day. You're up, Samir. Just take it. Just take it, Samir. Oh, shoot. Oh, Carlos, look, your 60 would have been filled, Carlos. If you left it there. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. This looks better. I think we're gonna dump here. Yep. Okay. Dump it. Dump it. Dump it. Break even stop is valid here, yeah? This is TP1 here. I'm gonna trim. I trimmed right there. I trimmed. Out half. 57. Stop loss to break even. Don't let this flip. Oh, we're saved, guys. We're saved. We're saved. Oh, we're saved. We're saved. Now I could sleep happy today. We should be able to dump. I want this daily liquidity at this is TP1, but I want daily liquidity on QQQ 593.3. Here we go, guys. This is our exit here, guys. This momentum. Or at least scale most, or take most here. Take most. Weekly liquidity is tagged on SPY there, guys. This is kind of my target. I took another trim right there, 34. Took another trim at 34. I'm out most. I'm out most. Only runners. Only runners. Stop and profit. This is target here on SPY for me though. Weekly liquidity at 671.1. Gonna look for 100 points. Let's see if we get 100 points with this. Oh wait, that was 100 points actually. I'm fully out, by the way. I'm fully out. Oh, that was too stressful for... I don't know why. Oh, I said 100 points. We got 100 points, so... Let's go, Rich. Yeah, this has room here. Oh, we took out that daily liquidity here on Q's. My TP. Final TP here on QQQ right here for me. Ah, maybe I should have held that a little bit longer. Okay. Okay. Everybody happy? I hope so.
Happy, happy. Oh
Cool.
wow, my entry was awesome.
Yeah, you had good. Yeah, I need some peaceful music as well after that, Carlos, to be honest. Like, yeah, unfortunately, we got. Ugh, that's kind of annoying. That was like their perfect entry right there, I think. 25, 5, 6, 7 right there. Those textbook entry, at least for me. It just, we went a little bit through VWAP there, which is really unfortunate. I wasn't really expecting that. Yeah, wicked by 3 points and then it dumped a lot. So, sucks. Sucks, definitely sucks, but that's how it is. Okay, any questions on that? Any questions from anybody? Yeah, we just got wicked by literally like 2 or 3 points, that's it. At least for me, anyways. Wait, what did I get stopped at? Yeah, 6-11. Oh, well, I actually had some slight draw, actually. I had slight draw, like 3 points of draw down there. So we actually got wicked by about 5 points, I think. Something like that. Got wicked by about 5 points, I think. So, right at the highs, but it's alright. We recovered. Back green on the day. That's all that matters. Could have been an amazing day. I will say that. It could have been a very, very good day. Very, very good day. But I mean, we still had a nice comeback. I mean, literally my first trim recovered most of the trade there. Or most of the loss from the first trade. So Now, honestly, the best thing here is that we made it out green on a high volatility day, so that's all that matters. Yeah, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, guys. Made it green on this volatile day. I know everybody was feeling the nerves today. I know it. I know, cause I was feeling it. I was feeling the nerves today, but structure was
My
nice.
heart was beating so fast when those candles were going up.
Yeah, that 1 minute structure was nice though. Levels was being respected. Even the 5 minute lower, 5 minute lower high was respecting VWAP on QQQ. So yeah, setup was good. Setup was good. Yep, that's how it is. That's how it is. All right, cool though. That's good. I did not take my swing position. I was looking at the enter put swings on QQQ and Spy, but did not do that unfortunately. Uh, yeah, I will call it here for today. Nice job today. Good recovery after the first one. Actually, very good recovery. 100 points trade today. So, don't worry about the dollar amount. Yeah, we're sized down, but very good overall still. So, yeah, no need to worry. We'll be back tomorrow. And then, yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. 1 hour workday today? Yeah, 10:30. Not too bad. Not too bad.